Hey RATBAGGERS, it's Jade giving you the lowdown on the latest hotfix patch for the public test branch version of Hairy and Scary. Hairy and Scary update is going live for everyone on the 30th of September, including the brand new Halloween event. Looks like they're going to push it forward by an extra day. If you haven't tried this out and you really want to, your saves should be fine. They should carry over progress, but you won't be able to do it if you're on Xbox Cloud. It's only on Xbox normal Series S and X, on the Xbox Insider Hub, or on PC Windows 11 or 10 with again the Xbox Insider Hub or beta branch on Steam. I've got like 6 more days, so you could do it. This will probably be the last patch it gets before it goes live for everyone. There were a lot of nerfs with certain things like obviously rogue armor and rogue builds. So has it been improved? Let's go to patch notes right now. So yep, more nerfs. Pinchwhacker AoE stun was lowered from 15 to 5. Pinchwhacker AoE damage was slightly reduced. Black Fang Great Bow deals 15% increased damage with charge shots. Pheromone shot mutation damage buff increased from 25% to 35%. For tier 1 and tier 2 arrows, base damage of both was increased by +5. This is doubled for charge attacks. So yep, it was coming. You surely have seen CD Dinky, Para, me, a bunch of others all using the Pinchwhacker to basically smash Axel to bits. It's always interesting how they go from like one extreme to the other though. Like, why not put it from 15 to like 7 or 10? It's kind of crazy they go from these big jumps. The pheromone shot mutation definitely needed a buff, as did the Black Fang Great Bow. It was meant to be doing this increased damage with charge shots, but it just wasn't actually working. And it does look like they have heard the cries of range builds, because range got kind of nerfed as well. They now increased the damage of all arrows, tier 1 and tier 2 arrows, by 5. I'm still not sure that's like the best thing going. I do agree, like I said, it's not worth crying your eyes out over nerfs because the game's going to be balanced and change so much in the next 2 years. It is an early access game. They have got to think about long term, other creatures coming into it, what works right now. Is it going to be too easy to just sail through the game? Is it going to be too hard? But for sure, it does feel like Ranger, this update, and maybe a little bit of Mage, has really got a rough ride. Rogue definitely was overpowered, and if you're complaining still about the Rogue build, actually go and test it out. It's not that bad. I showed you guys in a video. I took out Axel with a Rogue build. I was smashing other creatures with my Rogue build still. It's still a viable build for sure. So don't read all this if you haven't actually played it and start getting grumpy. Go and try it out for yourself. But yeah, definitely Ranger feels like it needs some love quick. I'm hoping the winter update really is going to give some good buffs to Ranger and Mage classes. And for the Axel boss fight, it was coming. They have adjusted it. So Axel dismount damage was moved from 80 to 150. That is a massive increase. I don't see what was wrong there though, because whenever I was riding Axel or riding my bug, I got thrown off a couple times by their jumps or their dismount damage. In fact, a couple times it nearly killed me, like literally reduced all of my bug's health, threw me off, and made my health go down to like almost 0. So it looks like they've increased this even more, which yeah, I don't get. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. Stun cooldown increased from 20 seconds to 40 seconds. So yes, no more just using the best stun builds going, hence why Pinchwhacker was so good. They've made that even harder now. Axel attacks are now faster with different faster speeds between phase 2 and phase 3. Buggies should now longer lose aggro on Axel. When rubbing for luck with the stuffed Axel, players will no longer collect 2 different types of venom. Various invisible walls where Axel couldn't hit the player are now fixed. Axel's arena should no longer get pitch black at night. Fix the bug where Axel could not hit the player with a leg stomp attack. Fix the bug where Axel could not attack the player that rushed into close combat as soon as the tarantula unburrowed. Axel is no longer unburrowing before second wave of creatures is dead. So that is interesting. I always thought that was like a feature. Maybe a bit similar to the caterpillars, that you get scorpions and cockroaches spawn and then Axel appears at the same time because you could kind of use him to take him out. But no, it does look like that was never meant to be the case. It was meant to be this tiny little wave of creatures. It doesn't really make much sense, but hey ho, you're going to have to deal with them now first before then taking on Axel by looks of things. General bug fixes. Resources should now regrow across the park as intended for extremely large bases. If you don't know this, lots of people complaining about not finding grass and weed stems and stuff. Well, basically, you're too close to it. When you're building massive bases, every part counts as you being close to other resources. So some of them resources will not respawn until you went all the way over to the other yard or the other side of the park and basically, yeah, stayed there for like a day. So hopefully that's been fixed properly now, and you should be able to keep or carry on building your mega bases. Improvements were made to labs with Lumin off. Shadow flickering should now be synchronized across all clients. Various localization fixes, fixed ability to customize lighting on building objects that produce light, general collision improvements with small floor triangles. And that was it. I was kind of hoping for just a little bit more. In previous times, Grounded have added more changes and more few little bits in between some of these updates for the PTB. But no, that's kind of it. Like I said, I could be wrong. Maybe there will be another update, but I doubt it. They seem to be going at least on a weekly basis with the PTB. It's going to launch next week. I can't see them adding another one unless something significantly goes wrong, like people can't access their games. So something to look forward to. Arik, the community manager, was recently in Montreal. I think that's where the obviously IDOS Montreal are based, and I do believe they're probably finalising the updated roadmap plans for the winter update. They did say we'd get more details, and that would be happening after the 30th. And so yeah, he's just got back, I think, from a few days there, finalising what might actually be coming with the winter update and how they're going to present it all. I know some people want the big content drop. Well, it is going to be massive. If you want hints about what could be added, go and check out my winter update sneak peek. Another Out of Bounds video, but I do go over actually some of the stuff that you may see or may not see in the Winter Gardens. To be fair, I'm calling it the Winter Gardens. It's just the winter update. It's not going to be filled with snow. And last thing to note as well, things with the Halloween update. I told you guys that this will be live. It'll be running all the way through October, but it does look like it's going to start an extra day early. Something else to bear in mind, people were saying that they can't find the candy corn. It should pop up automatically on your analyzer once you've gone and bought it from the actual store. If it's not appearing on the resource analyzer, even though you've gone and bought the Trick or Treatery, what you can do is sleep for the night or go ahead and save your game, log out and log back in, and that should actually fix it. So yeah, if you can't find these candy corns, they're not appearing on the resource analyzer, save your game or go to sleep. It's only 250 raw science to buy, so I definitely recommend it. Get a whole host of treats. Once you get enough, you'll be able to build these. Some of you guys are saying that you can get multiple bags, so it might be worth trying to get as many as possible and getting 2 or 3 of these pumpkin things going so they all produce different bags, as they will give you a whole ton of different loot. Go and watch the video that I did if you want to know more, but that won't be going live, like I said, to the 30th or maybe the 1st. And finishing off with something pretty cool, I got an email from Hayden Bartos. Hopefully I said that right, mate. He wants to get Grounded Lego made, and what a cool addition this would be. Imagine an Axel Lego set. Can't lie, I think this is probably a bit too recent for most Grounded fans, given, you know, Grounded 2 isn't got like as well known as Grounded 1 just yet. So I personally think it might have been better to do like the Broodmother or collection of other creatures. But no denying, this looks great. If you don't know what this is, basically anyone can come up with an idea for something. And as long as it gets enough votes, then it will effectively go into like another round. And I think the winner can actually get an official Lego set made. It's a good old time. I think he set it for a whole year. They do need 1,000 supporters, I do believe. Maybe more than that eventually. Each character will have their own little scabby. Obviously lots of little weapons. You can see there just dimly the spicy katana. You've even got milk molars, the gold one, and obviously the normal one here. So yeah, an interesting premise. Maybe it could capture the imagination over next year. Get everyone hyped behind it. I would absolutely buy this in a heartbeat, even if I do think maybe the Broodmother would have been better. Something I hadn't realised was there was another one actually made showing off the backyard, and this is cool as well. I can't lie, I kind of like this idea even more. I'm a minimalist kind of guy. I've got a few little sets, London landscape and stuff like that, but showing like different biomes and stuff. That's also trying to gain support. So you know what? It absolutely costs nothing. All you got to do is sign up to a Lego account and basically support the idea. Doesn't cost you any money. I'm going to leave the link to both of these in the comment section down below. Go and check them out. It's great to see community members with more creativity than me for sure, try and do new stuff with obviously Grounded. And that's it. The update will go. And of course, as soon as the update goes live next week, I'll be the first person to tell you it's live with the full patch notes, every change, every addition, and everything you need to know. Until then, I'll see you ratbags later.